folks, Chris from Catchco coming at you from the beautiful Mississippi River. I'm here today to fish and more importantly talk to you guys about the brand new Googan Squad Black Series line of rods. So the Black Series follows the very successful Green Series and Gold Series rods that Catchco and the Googan Squad launched a little over a year ago. But these Black Series rods are going to be the flagship series. These are the premium rods in the lineup, built with tons of high quality components and features that I know you guys are going to love. So right off the bat, I'm going to jump into the biggest differentiator with this series of rods, and that is the blanks. So the Googan Squad and Catchco tested a ton of different blank materials before choosing one for this Black Series line of rods, and they went with a high carbon Nanotech resin material. So this material is a very high quality Japanese manufactured material. So what this actually does, it does two things. It creates a lighter rod and it creates a stronger rod. With this Nanotech resin, you have to use less carbon material, and because of this resin technology, these rods are more lightweight and much stronger than they would be without them. So a high carbon blank without this Nanotech resin, which is what a majority of the very lightweight, high price point rods in the market nowadays are, without that Nanotech resin, it's still going to be really lightweight, but it's going to be a lot more brittle without that resin holding it together and keeping it stronger. So that means that these Black Series rods are ultimately a lot more balanced and a lot stronger, which is going to provide a lot better experience on the water for anglers that are fishing this all day. It's just going to be a much crisper action, very lightweight, very nice to fish with for that long duration of time. So with the Black Series, another big differentiator between the Green Series and the Gold Series is there are actually three rods that have a different material. It's not carbon, it's a glass material. There are three rods to help with crankbait applications specifically. So these glass rods are going to have a much slower action. They're going to have a much more parabolic bend, just absorbs the pressure a lot better. This helps tremendously with treble hooks, and it really helps not only setting the hook, but keeping fish hooked when they're making big runs on you, especially near the boat. So if you invest in technique-specific rods, if you're interested in technique-specific rods and how it may benefit you as an angler, then I'd highly suggest you check out the Black Series line of rods, particularly these three cranking setups. They've got you covered in everything from your small mini bangers, small little clutches, elliptical crankbaits, all the way up to your Grande Recons, big, hardcore, heavy cranking setups that the Googan Squad lineup has definitely missed up until now. Those of you that throw those big, heavy cranking rods all day know what I'm talking about. Those rods can often be pretty heavy. These big cranking rods, the Black Series from Googan Squad, are not going to have that problem. They're still going to be lightweight. They're still going to be super strong, so you can throw that big plug down 15, 20, 25 foot all day. So that covers the backbone of the rod, the blanks. These blanks are the strongest blanks in the lineup of all the Googan Squad rods, but that does not mean we sacrifice on all the other aspects of the rod. We really try to balance the strength out with lots of other cool features. All 11 models of this Black Series rods are going to give an angler a perfect feel for that technique that they're designed for. So all these Black Series rods feature a custom molded carbon fiber grip, and that is truly a unique aspect of these rods that were designed from the ground up by the Googan Squad at Catchco to form a supernatural, comfortable feel in your hands while you're fishing this all day. So not only is this custom handle going to fit great no matter if you grip really up high on the grip, kind of more in the middle traditionally like this, or really low in the grip, it's going to have a perfect natural feel in all three positions. It's also coated with a non-slip grip, so no matter how wet this rod gets, your hand is going to be nice and secure. It's not going to slip on this grip. We went with carbon fiber because traditional materials like EVA foam or cork, they tend to dampen the sensitivity a little bit when you're coming from the blank, and then that cork or the EVA foam, it kind of messes it up, the translation. This carbon fiber gives a perfect translation from your blank to your hand, so you can feel exactly what's going on in the bottom when you're fishing this bait. All right, so moving up the rod onto the guides, the team chose very recognizable, very high quality Fuji guides for all the Black Series line of rods. So these are Fuji K guides with a stainless steel frame. They're going to be super durable, super strong, very well respected guides that are on all these Black Series rods. So within the Fuji guides, the team selected phase light inserts. These super durable guide inserts are built to handle really tough braided lines. They can easily handle all the fluoro and mono that you throw through them. I'm sure a lot of you guys have had issues with cracked inserts before. They can cut your line, they can damage it, really ruin your day of fishing if you're breaking off fish because of a cracked insert. Should not have a problem with these high quality phase light inserts. So what you'll see right here, the Catch Smart. Each of these 11 Black Series rods are still labeled using our Catch Smart pairing system. These icons represent a specific technique that each rod was built for. So this system makes sure that each rod is paired with the correct bait, so you always know which baits are easier to work, cast better, and have a good hookup ratio in relation to the specific rod model for action and power. This one I have right here is the Reaction Light Glass. Like I talked about in the beginning of this video, it's a glass rod, reaction light, so this mini banger is perfect to throw on this rod. It absorbs it beautifully. And as I put this bait back on my rod here, one of the smaller details that further differentiates the Black Series rods is how the hook keeper design is specifically built for each technique. So like this rod right here, rods intended for primarily throwing baits with treble hooks, have a double foot hook keeper. That means reaction light, reaction heavy, or the Muscle XL. That makes sure the line does not get caught while casting. You should be able to super easily and quickly hook and unhook any lure with treble hooks back onto your rod. So I haven't showed you guys this beauty yet, but this is the Finesse spinning rod from the Black Series lineup. And the reason I have this out is because I wanted to point to where we moved the hook keeper on all the Black Series spinning rods. We moved it right here to the split grip area just below, so it never gets caught, never gets in the way while you're casting. They're also offset by 90 degrees to the reel, so it never gets in your way when you're holding the reel, your fingers around it. When you're casting, it's not going to be in your way. It's offset 90 degrees. So lastly, I don't have one of the casting rods meant to throw creature baits in the deck, but let me paint you a picture here. You're going to switch spots. You've just pegged your Bandito bug perfectly on your Texas rig, and you go to put it up on the rod, but it has one of the traditional whole foot hook keepers. So in order to put your bait on the rod, you either have to reel the tungsten or lead all the way to the tip of your rod, which is not a good idea, or you have to take your hook point out of your soft plastic and pop it through the hook keeper of the rod. Both of those are non-ideal. So in the Black Series rods that you're going to be using for flipping and pitching soft plastics, they included the right type of hook keeper, so you don't have to get your hook point out of your soft plastic. You can just slide it right up under that hook keeper. Quick, easy, ready to go for your next spot. So the combination of all these amazing details that I've laid out for you guys today in these Black Series rods, I'm very confident that it produced some of the strongest, most high quality rods that are available to you guys for bass rods on the market today. We really hope you guys will give these a shot. There's an amazing warranty that comes along with them. I really think you guys will be super impressed. Check them out at shopcarls.com to make sure you get your hands on them early before they sell out. So I'm gonna get on out of here, go and catch me some more beautiful Mississippi River bass. Comment down below which Black Series rod you would choose to be the first in your lineup. Tight lines, peace.